Well, welcome back, everybody. This is the CaSaundra Jolliff Show, and on today's episode, we're going to talk about the continuation of the platform series. And in this episode, we're going to talk about pitfalls to the platform or with your platform. So, with that being said, we're going to get right into the nitty-gritty. I hope you guys are doing fabulous on this Friday. OMG, literally the week went past in like 2.5 seconds. So just do that, and here we are. Hopefully I did that correctly, and I didn't. All right, well, we're gonna make the change. That's what happens when you go live. You can make changes, and we're gonna talk about the pitfalls of perfection. OMG. So let's just start with that. There's a couple of things that I want to go over with you guys today. And so welcome to the show. For those of you who are watching for the first time, I want to say a big thank you for watching. I so appreciate you taking out the time to show up on a Friday, and wherever you may be around the world. So do me a super favor. If this is your first time watching the CaSaundra Jolliff Show, first of all, thank you. I appreciate it. Secondly, do me a super favor and let me know what part of this here world you are from. Are you from the States? Are you from out of the country? Do tell, because inquiring purposes want to know. I want to know where you're coming from. And do me a super favor, all of you. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I so appreciate when people take out the time to watch the replay. For me, I like both. I like live and I love catching people's replays. So thank you so much. And once again, let me know where you're coming from as well. And don't forget, all of you who are watching, period, no matter if you're live or if you are catching this incredible replay, I want you to spread the love by doing me a super favor and sharing this here episode, the broadcast. Okay, so let's get right on into the nitty-gritty of when it comes to platforms. Now, when we talk about platforms, as we're continuing in the platform series, we are now embarking upon pitfalls. Everybody experiences pitfalls. So I'm going to share with you just a few pitfalls so that you can avoid as much as possible getting stuck in the pitfalls. If you can avoid them altogether, that's even better. But because you're human and you're not celestial, that means you're going to have some pitfalls. So let's talk about what those look like. And welcome to the show, taking the time out. Vashti, hey friend. Yes, please write me soon. The same here. I love you very much. Vashti is one of our faithful millennials that just show up and show out on the show. So I so appreciate her taking out the time from the St. Louis to view the show and be the faithful audience member to the audience. And so I so thank you for doing that. So let's talk about the pitfalls. One of the pitfalls that I can say that will get you every time, and you've heard this before, but it really goes with this, especially when you're talking about creating your platform, maximizing your platform, building your platform, on all that jazz, and that is we get caught in perfectionism. Perfectionism. So let's just get that elephant right on out the room, because that, my friend, is going to be to your demise, and that is perfectionism. Nothing wrong with taking out the time to up your game. You know, I know after doing this now for quite some time, I need to up my game. I need to up my game in terms of my set. I need to up my games in terms of my consistency. I need to up my game and that's one of the other pitfalls we're going to talk about. And then I need to just up my game in my whole brand, okay? The look of the brand, but more so the feel, the impact of the brand. And so part of your brand is through building that rapport, building that trust and that credibility, is then people are able to connect with you through your personality, your being, your character, who it is you are. So a lot of times we get caught up in perfectionism, and really perfectionism is just a way of, in my thought, I think of it as pride and fear. I think that when you get into perfectionism, it's stemming from a root of either pride, or it's coming out of fear, or it's both. and been there, done that, and can admit it. I have struggled a lot around the fear piece, which helped to create the pride piece. Okay. And that's what I'm talking about when you get caught up in perfectionism. That tends to also, the next pitfall is dealing with sabotaging habits, sabotaging mindsets. And that's really where it is all in. What's going up in here, right? What's going up in here, those are the things where people get tripped up the most, is that internal conversation within yourself. What are you believing about yourself? Even when you're getting ready to do your show, all of that kind of shines through. And then those days where God gives you such a grace. He's giving me many graces. Thank you so much. Many graces. That when I was not ready, when I was not prepared, sometimes those were the best shows when I didn't, and I'm not a scripted kind of chick anyway. You know, I'm a bullet point kind of person and take a little few notes, but I'm not one of those individuals that's, you know, I got to do it exactly like the script. That's just so not me. And I'm just not good with that. I'm not good with that recall. OMG, my goodness. Let me give a shout out to Bernard Thomas, my AKA cousin, little brother, BJ. Everybody can't call him that. Just the ones he allows. Okay. Bernard, you are so right. I agree. Pride and fear combined. You are so right. That's the thing that keeps us from stepping up and stepping out and playing at a higher level of internal life. Oh my God. And external life, how you connect, how you interact with people, what you're doing in this world really does matter, whether you're doing it on purpose or you're not even cognizant of what you're doing. And sometimes even not being cognizant, if it's a good thing, right, it works. But when it's not, it's a disaster, because what we do impact people regardless, to whether it is something that is beneficial, it's a good thing, or we flip it on the other side where it's just like kind of screwy, you know, it's not in the best intentions of the other people. And pride will always come before a fall. So the one thing I would tell you guys is humility is the sexy. Humility is sexy. So keep that in mind. Humility is sexy cool. So you want to, and confidence. I'll say humility mixed with some confidence. Now that is the new sexy cool. That's character. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, now with that being said, we looked at pride as a pitfall. Procrastination is the next thing. And then also we looked at perfectionism. Those doggone things right there will do it. Give it up. Yes, Bernard, you are so right. Yes. Humility and being confident is sexy cool. And hello, Andreas. I was about to say Rodriguez, Lord Jesus. Maybe there's a Rodriguez I should meet. You think so, Andreas? Andreas says humility is sexy. I agree with you. It is sexy cool. I think that when we meet people that are genuinely, watch my throat because I didn't wet my throat. So I don't have time to go off camera and go get some water like I normally have. But so if my voice goes in and out, that's imperfectionism, and that's okay. All right. That's not being perfect. So let's look here if we would. I'm going to keep that in mind. Humility and confidence is sexy. I think it is. I concur. Just, you know, something that came to me. I'm sure other people might be thinking it too, but I think it's sexy cool. Humility and confidence. And you can't go wrong when you are being humble. You can't go wrong when you are being confident. Now, you can't go wrong. But some people who are insecure, intimidated, jealous, envious, tripping, however you want to put that, they may not think that's cool for you to do. But that's okay. You don't have to answer to them. You only have really one person to answer to, is Almighty God. That's the person. Okay. If you're doing it from the heart, you're doing it and you just, and you're holding yourself accountable in that space, that makes the difference. All right. So let's deal with procrastination. Once again, is fear-based driven. It's perfection-based driven. It is the thing that not allows you to really be prosperous in your purpose on your platform. Hold on for 2.5 seconds, guys. I'm going to go off the screen for one moment. Hold on one moment. And I'm back. Thank you for that. Thank you for standing by. All right, so let's talk about the next thing that I want you guys to focus on to avoid those pitfalls. Pitfalls of procrastination, pride, perfectionism, and the next one really is inconsistency. It's not a P, but it'll keep you poor. So that's a P. Okay, so inconsistency, and I'm telling you guys, that has, if you guys been watching my show and you kind of know me, I know my cousin Bernard, he knows me. He probably hasn't seen me in this space before doing my thing, but because just so you know, struggles with consistency. So up in your game, holding yourself accountable to someone, accountability will be able to help you to avoid the inconsistency and just doing the doggone thing. How about that? Just do it. Just do it. And I'm going to even challenge you all as I am challenging myself. We are coming out of 2020. We're getting ready to launch into 2021. Only God knows what is on the other side of 2020 with 2021. However, don't operate in fear. All right. Don't be like living in fear. That's not what we're doing. Okay. We don't live by fear. We live by faith, believing in God has got your back. He's going to protect you. He's going to keep you. All right. Y'all know this is a faith, entrepreneur, purpose, lifestyle show. And I really believe in his presence, his power, and his person. When I think about it, I just get all dreamy because I think he's so amazingly cool. All right. So I digress for 2.5 seconds, but somebody probably needed to hear that. So that's still purposeful. So as it relates to what's coming up for you in 2021 is to challenge yourself to up your game on your platform, putting yourself out there. OMG, my goodness. Once again, it takes transparency. It takes a level of vulnerability. I'm not saying tell all your business, tell your business, but I'm saying connect with people on a more intimate level with your audience so that people know you're real. And when people know you're real and genuine and humble and confident, they resonate with you if you have what they need or if you have what they want. And what the want and need is the content, the value, the gifting that you have that you bring to serve others. The gifting and the value that you bring that serve others, whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you are a teacher, whether you are a community leader. Lord Jesus, should have did those vocal exercises. Okay, whether you are a community leader, okay, running for political office, holding a political office, some level of government, local level, mid, high, international, whatever the case may be, okay? Those are things that, once again, we have to up our game and how we're going to deliver on our platform. So, for example, everybody chimes differently with a platform. Social media may not be your thing, although I do appreciate you watching the show. Maybe you're more a television network kind of person. You want to have your show on a major platform like ESPN or iRadio or Siri Radio, and that's very possible. But don't despise new beginnings. I do not despise starting out online doing this show. I was cool being in front of the camera if it was just regular television, which it will be. But until then, this works for Cas. I'm just as proud of it as I would be if I was on NBC or CBS or ABC or some other major network, you know. So with that being said, I want you to think about, as you continue to build your platform and putting yourself out there to serve, you're going to be seen. You're going to be a target. That's a whole nother show for another moment, whole nother subject matter. But don't be afraid of that, because if God has equipped you to be out front and you're putting your trust in him and you're keeping yourself being held accountable, having the right people around you, nourishing your spirit, being transparent, being honest with yourself, calling a spade when you need to, instead of calling it a heart or some club or whatever they call it, diamonds or whatever they do with the cards. My point is that when you're creating your platform, when you're establishing your platform, or your platform for some of you is well established that's watching this, like you got like a major following, you got branding opportunities, you got collaboration partners that are taking place, you have all that going for you, right? That's great. But once again, how are you going to show up at the next level, at the heart level, at the mind level? Like, how are you going to, what another way in which you can serve? And here's the thing I want to talk about. And I've said this before in the show, but I want to bring it back. And that is excellence. Like, have the mindset, the heart to serve in an excellent way. A lot of people, including myself, when I heard the word excellence, I knew that was like a super game changer, way super on top. But I also equated that to perfection, like it had to be flawless. And you need flaws to remind you that you are human, that you do make mistakes, and that you learn from them as you go. It's one thing when you don't learn from your mistakes and you keep repeating them. God knows I have. But there's also some lessons, some hard lessons that I've learned that I don't repeat anymore. So in terms of excellence, step your game up, but have the heart of excellence. In other words, I'm not looking to be perfect. It doesn't have to be to the nines. And yet, at the same time, when you need to take it to the nines, right? You need to go up to another level. Don't be afraid to step up your game to another level. You're seeing this show right now. This show and my brand and how I serve my clients and how I serve my audience is going to look way super different come the coming year, because, and it's not like, and here's the thing, don't expect for me to come out the box January 1, because this is going to be over the next 12 months in the beginning of the new year. And really it starts now. So I can't even say the beginning of the new year. But my point is that I'm upping up my game, right? Upping up my game, making sure that I'm consistent. I'm, developing content that my audience wants and needs and loves. They love this thing, the content, right? Ooh, thank you, cuz Bernard got my back. He always does. This is great guidance. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. And by the way, you guys, I'm going to have him on the show. Oh, I love my cousin Bernard. Bernard is, oh my God, he's just amazing. He's so funny. I'm like, dude, thanks, cuz. He's like, preach. It's the truth, cuz. But the thing is that, is that he is going to be on the show. He has his own brand that he's developing in business. And he's just, and his sense of humor is so off the charts. I'm like, dude, really, let me be your agent. I'll get you the major deals. Come on, let me be your agent. Let me be your manager. It's done. But anyway, that's just his potential. I just see so much for him. I'm not saying that's what he wants to do, but I'm kind of kicking him in the biscuits, push him out there. Because that's what I do. I'm the pusher. I'm the encourager. I'm the provoker. That's a good P. Provoke you to purpose. Positively. All right. So before we end the show here, I just want to say thank you guys for taking out the time to listen, but I want you guys to share this to avoid those pitfalls as you continue to build your platform or show up on other platforms and find your jam. If you are a Facebook, that's your thing, or IG, Instagram is your thing, or YouTube, or maybe it's a combination of both, or maybe LinkedIn is where your lane is. LinkedIn is making its debut with LinkedIn TV, and from what I understand, it's going to be a great platform, a little bit more on a next level because of the type of professionals that show up on LinkedIn. And then, of course, there's other platforms like TikTok and Snapchat and God knows what else is coming out. I can't be on all the platforms. So find out which platforms you like being on and where your people are. And sometimes there's a compromise because maybe your audience is really on another platform like Instagram and you want to stay on Facebook. But your clients, your customers, your peeps are over there at Instagram. So you may have to just do a dual build. It happens. All right. So with that being said, I hope you guys were able to, well, I see that you did because I appreciate the comments that came through today. Thank you guys for watching. Do me a super favor. If you're watching this at the replay, and I know that you are, because the views, those are where the real views are. Even the more is the replay. And the lives, I love doing the lives, but I'm so grateful for the replays because that's when people can take time to digest it and repeat and share and take notes and comment and feel free. If you found value in today's show, do me a super fave and go ahead and if you would just put the word #value. Just look, you can do the hashtag or just put the word value. Okay. Do that me a super favor. Let me know that you've appreciated the content that I'm sharing because really, in all honesty, it's that's just that simple. These are pitfalls that all of us face when we're building our platform, whether that's as an author, a speaker, an entrepreneur, a minister, whatever, a teacher, a counselor, a coach, whatever your profession is, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to need to create your platform that has your personality built in, your gifting built in, your audience built in. And it's all about serving. It's all about making a transformation and impacting somebody else's life to help them get to the next level, help them become a better person. And that's literally what I love to do. I literally love to inspire others to action. I love to inspire others to transformation. I love to positively provoke you to purpose. OMG. It's right up in here. I just felt that right there. Ooh, that was delicious. That's some good stuff. Thank you, Lord. All right. OMG. I got to give a shout out to one of my favorite peeps, DeLeon Lavender. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for watching. And you let me know you was watching. I appreciate that. That conversation we had went a long way, didn't it? That's one of my great friends, dear friends. Absolutely love DeLeon Lavender. I like to call him Lavender. And then I got another name. He's got another name for me. So I can't be talking about those names up publicly because, Bernard knows that name. Isn't that right, BJ? Anyway, guys, it has been an honor to do the show on today. Once again, thank you for watching the show. I so appreciate your time. Do me a super favor and share the love. Make sure you share this today. And there goes my voice. This is the thing about doing a show. And this is what I love when stuff happens that you say, 5 years ago, I would have been tripping. I would have been so upset. Let me say 5 years ago. No, that's not true. Like 3 years ago. These last couple of years, they had a way of humbling you down when tech shows up and doesn't do what you want. But the thing is that I was okay with it because I was so determined to do the show when I would run into tech issues. I'm like, look, we're going to do this mug over. Bunk that. We doing this over. I'm doing the show again. Oh, I'm 15 minutes late. I don't care if I'm doing the show. Because that's what it's going to take. It's going to take that type of tenacity to not allow situations to stop you. And even when you have to stop, you don't stop. You just find another way to make it happen. You just find another way, another route to get the job done. So if this platform starts tripping, then I go to another one, which is what happened to me. Another platform I was using was just acting all cantankerous. I was like, well, one monkey or two monkeys don't stop a show. I just found another platform, and you're here. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and I'll be back. I'm going to do an after show. I haven't done the after set, but I'm coming back on the after set. That's going to be on my personal page where I get to hang out with my peeps. So if you got my time, if you got time, tongue twisters, see, tongue twisters. If you got time, do me a super favor and join me over there. That's where I get to hang out. Oh, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching. And do me a super fave and make sure that you like and share. I appreciate that. Thank y'all. Okay, y'all. As always, OMG, my goodness. As always, and I got some good news to share on my after set show tonight that I want to share with you guys. That I just found some great news. But as always, have significant success on purpose, your purpose. I'll see you guys next week. And I may do a show on Monday because Monday's a very special day. That's going to be one of the most signature holidays outside of the birth of Christ and his resurrection. Just under that is my birthday. And so I think I might want to spend time with you guys a little bit on Monday. So I'll see you guys then. All right. Grace and peace.